the stars exploding, we'll be fireproof. My youth is...
Hey guys, thanks for tuning into Florida Drive-By. I'm on the I-75. I'm actually going northbound to Sarasota, Florida, and it is June 13, Monday, 2016. I hope everybody's doing great. We're looking at 93 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's about 12 o'clock, almost 12 o'clock noon, 11:59. We change it over during this drive-by to 12 o'clock. A lot of stuff going on in the economy, a lot of stuff going on. Unfortunately, people get shot. I wanted to bring up this issue with the mass shooting. Recently in Orlando, Florida, there was a mass shooting. Matee was his last name, and he brought in an assault weapon and a pistol, and he had some explosive stuff that was on his person. I guess the results are about 49 people got killed and about 51, 52 people injured. And there's still a lot of people in the hospital. It was a horrific scene. He just walked in there. It was a gay bar called The Pulse in Orlando, Florida. And he just walked in there and started shooting. A few days before that, about 4 miles away, in a Plaza Suite, the one YouTube singer was shot and killed dead by a guy. Both Orlando, both very close to each other. Weird, huh? The Matee that did the massacre at the Pulse bought his guns legally, passed the background check. So, I guess what I'm bringing up is, if somebody wants to kill somebody, if somebody's crazy enough to shoot somebody, it doesn't matter background checks or no background checks. It doesn't matter. That person will shoot him. It doesn't matter. And this is another proof. The guy was slightly mixed up a little. His ex-wife said he used to beat her, and he was. But other people that knew him said he was fine. But either way, got to be a little bit mixed up, because I think he was actually investigated by the FBI for saying something to his fellow co-workers about ISIS or jihad or something about some kind of allegiance. Or he wasn't acting right. They investigated him, didn't find anything, had a little surveillance on him, and released him. Maybe he knew. Well, if he knows, he probably knows somebody's following him. Maybe like normal for a little while. But either way. And another thing, as you see the truck in front of me didn't use a blinker either. But the gay club, where he killed all those innocent people, was a gun-free zone. So, another gun-free zone, more people died. I think, by Florida law, if the place serves a certain percentage of alcohol, you can't carry a gun there. So that's just the way it is. And that is ridiculous. You shouldn't even have that. I guess they don't want somebody getting drunk and pulling a gun out, but look, somebody walked in with a gun and killed a bunch of people. And if they had a security guard there was an off-duty cop, thank God it was there, or on-duty cop that was there, and he actually stopped the shooter. So that was good, because more people would have been dead if that cop wasn't there. I guess maybe he was doing, I don't know why he was there, but maybe he was stationed there to protect the place. And so we look at, gun-free zones. These are people, these animals, a target. Thank God he's dead. You don't want to say that about anybody. My condolences goes out to everybody. And we realize is, we don't blame all the Muslims, and we don't blame all these Islamic faiths. We don't blame everybody for it. This was just a bad apple. But, I believe our government, because the guy was under investigation twice. They had a green light. They knew he had an issue. They should have investigated him even more, or kept surveillance for like a year or something, for a long time, not for just a day or two. And they would have caught him. They would have seen him going by a gun, and they would have had his ass. But, you know, they didn't. They probably did it maybe for a month of surveillance, and that's it. And a lot of that's the government, because they don't want to spend money. Our Obama administration probably doesn't want to spend money on that. They would rather spend money on giving the Middle East millions and billions of dollars so they can fight each other and fight us. But you know how that goes. But you know, heart goes out to Orlando, and that's just why it's so important to have a concealed carry permit and carry your gun. I try to tell this to so many people. You never know when somebody's going to, you know, attack you. You don't have to be in a bad area. That doesn't have to happen. You don't have to be like in a bad area, because people have cars today. You know, we have transportation. People can come from bad areas or with bad intentions. So, you know, look at the guy. He came from Port St. Lucie. Okay, that's the West Coast. They're right around, not far from West Palm Beach. That guy came from there and went to Orlando and shot him. I don't know how far it is, but it's still a little bit of a drive. So, you know, you have to be careful, and you have to be armed. You know, today's climate is very acidic. So, you know, it's unfortunate this happened, but I really blame it on all these gun-free zones. I blame it on the government. When they're investigating people, they don't investigate them enough, or they don't keep the investigation on. I mean, they were dead on. If they would have investigated a little longer, they would probably seen him go to the place and take the gun. They invested him twice. Why? If they investigated him twice, there must have been something going on, right? So this happens in most of the cases. They investigate people and let them go. Investigate people, let them go. Investigate people, let them go. Those people go on and shoot and kill somebody. But you know, even if he actually would beat his ex-wife, that's another thing. You know, that's another thing. He's violent. He's getting investigated by the FBI. He's got an issue there. But, you know, I don't think the government has enough foresight to investigate these people. But yet, you know, they'll investigate and put a regular person in jail, you know, a citizen of the United States. Well, he was a citizen, but, you know, there's far less problems. They lock him up. And this guy here, he is saying he's going to do something to fellow workers, and they don't believe him, right? Ridiculous. But it's you know, very unfortunate that this happened. But of course, you know, Obama's going to jump on the gun wagon now. Oh, guns are too easy to get. Well, hey, the guy passed a background check. He didn't have a criminal record, but he was mental, you know. So he was psychiatric, and he killed somebody. And this is how it happens in all these cases. And they should have, if he was under investigation, they should have reported to the background check system. Why not? Or something, or put a 3-day hold on the gun or something, so the police have time to go there and like follow him or something. You know, a 3-day hold would have been perfect. I don't even know if he had a 3-day hold. Maybe he did, or a week hold. Or if they did have a hold, they know he was trying to buy a gun, then they could have followed him a little to see what he was going to do. And that would have been the ideal thing. But you know, they don't care, and this will continue on until the government gets smart. And when they investigate people, don't turn it off. Especially that, they should have put a little note in there: if a person tries to buy a gun, you know, notify me. And then just, you know, if he buys it, fine. Just keep an eye on him a little. They could have done that. That would have been ideal. But you think they have any foresight in their heads? They don't think about it. But thanks for tuning into my Drive-By Florida. And, you know, it's unfortunate that this happened in Orlando. And I feel sorry for everybody. You know, no matter who you are, I don't believe anybody, any race should get killed or die. Especially like this. This is a waste of human life. 49 humans, maybe more, because there's still people in the hospital. But thanks a lot for talking my drive-by, for tuning in, and that's what I wanted to say about these gun-free zones. And 97% or actually 93% of all mass murders were in gun-free zones in the United States. So only 7% weren't. And that's pretty scary, isn't it? But thanks a lot, guys. Have a great day. Thanks for tuning into my Florida Drive-By, and bless you.